Welcome to the show, Riley.
Hey, thanks. Why did he want me to come? I mean, I know I was editing the doc in real time. Yeah.
We got more stuff to talk about, and
it seems like you had unresolved.
Talk about it by myself.
It seems like you had unresolved feelings about Twitter, but we don't have to go back to that.
We can go back to that.
Honestly, I wrote for the discussion question for that one. I have nothing more to say because after covering it for 2 weeks or more, I mean, before that, before he actually took control 2 weeks ago, I was tired of covering it, and then the last 2 weeks have just been. It's like.
Yeah, I find.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm honestly not that interested in talking about it for whatever reason. People just need to like see it for themselves, and then that's it. Because there's too much going on. Like, if you actually want coverage of this whole thing, it's going to take you a whole day. Because too much is going on. Well, like, by the hour, there's crazy things happening.
Yeah, and it's funny
like,
because
he's tweeting at 2 a.m. Like, how...
He's tweeting 2 a.m, and instead of being like anything serious about the fact that like the platform that you bought for $44 billion is in chaos, he's just posting memes.
Like, Omega lol. Yeah, like yeah. So like
it's especially hard because
Twitter stuff,
it's about this platform that is all about immediate reactions. It's about like short, quick takes, and so people feel the need to post news immediately. Like, there's one reporter, I'm pretty sure I linked her in here somewhere, but she works for the Platformer, and she's been doing a lot of the like on the ground reporting, like talking to Twitter employees and stuff. And even she tweeted something. I feel bad if I don't find her account now, but I'm not in my accounts here, so I don't know how to find it. She tweeted this morning like, "Oh, just seeing this email that says this," and then she tweeted a couple more times about it. And she's like, "Actually, I'm not sure whether this is real. Hold on."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Okay,
that's another huge problem."
Yeah,
there's genuinely
like you were saying
fabricated
earlier,
stuff going around, but there's also genuine, just like crazy things happening. And how you differentiate between fabricated things and crazy things is just like.
Zoe Schiffer, the chat is helping me out. It's Zoe Schiffer. Yeah, she works for Platformer. A lot of good reporting on it, but you know, no one's perfect. But yeah, I didn't really have anything else to say about it. I mean, at this point, it's just kind of like we'll see what happens. Maybe Twitter will die. Even if Twitter dies, though, it'll come back. I feel like I feel like whatever happens, Twitter as an entity, it may be something completely different to what Twitter is now, but Twitter itself will be around. It's a big brand. Someone's going to do something with it, you know?
That being said, like MySpace went down. I guess someone did do something with it, right? It's being used right now.
That's true. But I feel like, okay, I've heard you talk, okay, let's not talk a long time about Twitter, but I've heard you talk on WAN Show a number of times about how you hate Twitter.
Yeah.
And every time you said that, I'm like, kind of hurts, because I love Twitter because it's different from the other platforms. It's you don't have to post an image like Instagram. It's not made up of all these discrete like groups and like a million different components like Facebook. It's just, if you want to just post a couple of words, you can just do it and it's fine, you know?
I don't want to do that.
Well, if you don't want to do it, that's fine. But I like it because it's like, especially for, you know, people who
I used
appreciate...
to like tell people to not use Twitter. I used to be like, you should get off Twitter. You should go outside and touch grass. I don't really do that anymore because I had some feedback similar to kind of what you're saying. And I'm like, you know what? That has value. I just don't personally see a lot of value in it, but that doesn't mean that the value isn't there.
Right.
I don't tell other people not to use it anymore. But I think this is actually, this whole thing going on right now is a perfect example of how good it is at this. I think its whole power is in spreading negativity. It's really good at amplifying negative messages. That's like the main thing that it's good at.
And I've heard you say that, yeah.
Twitter being saved by the 2016 election totally makes sense because we've never had as much negativity around an election as we did around that one for America, whatever.
I feel like I agree with you, but I would also say that it probably excels as well at amplifying extremely positive and heartwarming stuff. It's like it won't, and I think that this is kind of any social media platform. Extreme sentiments, whether they're negative or positive,
will always do better.
Do well. Yeah. If you put something out there and be like, "I'm watching this show right now. It's pretty good," like no one cares. as I've discovered trying to tweet about Andor, which is an amazing show, but it's still a Star Wars Disney show. Let's not get into that. But I'm just saying that
I'm going to watch it because of you.
Dude.
I haven't talked to you about this. I am only going to watch it because of you,
oh my
by the way.
gosh,
You are
I'm
the
so
sole
frustrated
reason
why more people aren't. No, I understand why they're not watching it, because the other shows were complete. I mean, I don't want to say they're complete garbage, but they made me angry. They're not good. And Andor is like somebody made a good show for like HBO Light, and it happens to be a Star Wars show, and it's faithful to lore, and is actually made by people who know how to make a TV show. It's just watch Andor.
That's mind-boggling for a Star Wars fan. So yeah, I'll check it out.
As someone who absolutely hates what Disney has done with them, I was surprised to like it, but I love it because it's good. Twitter, it'll go away. I just hope that there is another. If Twitter dies, or if Twitter is unable to be revived in the way that in its current form, I wish that I hope that another social media platform will arise with the same kind of like lack of care for posting. Like on Instagram, people try too hard. Facebook, I don't even know what's going on there. It's taken over by moms. TikTok is like ADHD, too much stimulation, I can't handle it. Twitter is like more chill, and it's just like we're posting jokes because we thought of a funny joke, and you just write it down.
Twitter
and boom.
is very much the social media platform that you use while you're getting coffee. Like it's for sure.
Someone's like, dude, they're just movies with Luke. We did Hackers.
We did.
Go watch it.
It's actually really fun. I wish I cared more about movies and TV shows, so I should go on it more, but I don't. I figured out a TV show that I watch actually.
Oh yeah.
But I
You're
do watch
you don't watch
very infrequently.
What?
You guys told me to, but it's not going to be interesting to talk about on the show.
Well, just say what it is.
Taskmaster.
What is that?
You know what that? It's like a British game show.
I've heard the name. I just completely forget what the subject matter is.
I
is it like a comedy thing?
It every once in a while. Yeah, they usually have comedians on.
Yeah.
And then they have them do various tasks, and then they're like graded on how well they do the tasks. And because it's comedians, and for the most part, it seems like they are trying to make an entertaining thing to watch instead of necessarily compete against each other. They're still trying to like win,
right?
But you can tell that they're going for the entertainment value. It's really funny.
It's sort of like whose line
ways that they come up with being able to play and stuff. But yeah, I enjoy Taskmaster. I will usually like binge watch it a little bit and then forget about it for like a year or more, and then binge watch a little bit again. But they have full episodes on YouTube.
Oh wow, nice. Yeah,
and it's not country locked, so it's just like, oh, sweet.
I feel like I've definitely seen clips of this show. It's kind of like Whose Line Is It Anyway, but less like we're doing a skit with a bunch of people and more like one person has to kind of go off for a while and then other people rate them. No? Isn't it like kind of like improv comedy? Like you give a prompt and then they kind of, or is it like they're actually doing physical tasks? I thought it was
doing
like
physical tasks. Absolutely,
Oh, I'm thinking of the show. Yeah. I feel like there's other shows where someone like gives like a prompt and then you have to like come up with something.
No, like they'll film all of the task challenges before they film the show. And then the show is actually them watching the task back.
Oh, okay.
And the Taskmaster like giving them. This is a really weird WAN show segment. We should.
Well, you brought me on. I mean, what do you expect?
No, this is fair.